Nation, welcome again to the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus episode 117. I'm Sherm.
I'm Tom on another fucking weekday recording. And I know you gave me the option for a Sunday recording.
Right, Sunday, you're right. Sunday,
But it might as well be a fucking weekday recording.
Right. Because it's just as bad, because you got to work the next day anyway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, listen.
Some of us do.
Yes, I have to work Monday.
You have to work tomorrow?
No.
Yeah, shut the fuck
All
up.
right. So we got Trading the Backs. This is what, volume 6, I think,
Yeah.
right? You know that for a fact?
Yeah.
Okay. Trading the Backs, the newest edition of Trading the Backs, hitting the RudeBoyz Power Hour waves, airwaves, through the internet, all the
Shelves.
tubes. Shells?
Hitting the shelves.
Hitting. I like that. I like that a lot.
I know you do.
Just
'cause
for that,
I said it.
you can have a sip. Who's in your mouth?
I got some Arizona green tea with honey and ginseng.
Right? Because you have to work.
Because it's a fucking Thursday and
Right.
I gotta work.
Okay.
Who's in your mouth?
Who's in my mouth? So I don't have to work tomorrow. It is a Thursday. I have a little concoction I made up here. This is my own jalapeno infused tequila. Club soda. And agave syrup. Yeah. It smells nice. It's got a little heat with the jalapenos and some sweetness with the agave.
On this
Some
nice cool day.
effervescence with the club soda, the carbonation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, very good. Very
Plug it
good.
up.
Very nice, very good.
There was no way that got in there.
Huh?
Let's do it again. We're more worried about the mics clinking up. Tasty, tasty.
Very good, very good.
Very nice.
Very evil.
So, oh boy. Weekday recordings. Let me tell you something, brother.
They fucking suck!
Yes. So, we got Trading the Backs later in the episode.
Uh-huh.
We got What You Been Up To, RudeBoyz CatchUp. We got some RudeBoyz CatchUp, you know, that's between the two of us. Book of Boba Fett wrapped up. We got thoughts about that.
Yep.
But let's... Chugga. Oh, we did that already. Let's move right into Blitzkrieg news, Tommy.
Yup. Starting off in games as we always do. Nintendo Direct, motherfuckers!
Yeah, baby! Nintendo Direct, always a good time.
Yep.
Because you boys are big Nintendo fans.
Yep.
Big old fucking nerds. And a lot of stuff, you know, so we didn't see any Breath of the Wild 2, we didn't see any Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4. Nintendo Directs are really just kind of announcing the majority of new stuff, which is super cool. Stuff like Fire Emblem Warriors, the new one, coming out. It's got a lot of Three Houses tied up to that. We got an announcement for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which, good on them. Because Xenoblade Chronicles, if you know about that story, Tommy, it was a game that came to the Wii that wasn't going to get localized for America, and then grassroots, you know, Operation Rainfall, they basically kind of letter bombed and social media bombed Nintendo to bring it over, so it came over, and now it's a franchise now.
Yeah, I was looking at
Pretty
this.
cool.
I was looking at this trailer, and I'm looking at the races you could be. I'm like, this is Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, it's fucking it's fantasy shit.
Alright.
You know?
We also got our first look at Nintendo Switch Sports.
Nintendo Switch Sports, yeah, that was something that came out of the blue. I thought they would have definitely stopped doing any sort of motion control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some Metroid Dread free DLC.
Some free DLC, yeah. So I know, Tommy, I know you're not interested in Dread mode, which is a one-hit mode.
Fuck
which
that.
seems insanity.
Yeah.
But possibly rookie mode? You know?
Is that
not
just...
calling you a rookie.
Is invulnerability just on?
No.
Oh,
You get
okay.
more health back, though. So
Oh,
you
okay.
kind of recover quicker.
Yeah. I'll still die.
All right, no problem.
Because I suck at Metroid.
It's all good. It's not for everybody. But it was our game of the year. It was the RudeBoyz game of the year, Rudy 2021.
I'm enjoying losing.
Sure. Yes. We also got a taste of some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC.
Yeah.
Finally, for the well, I mean, the game really never received any DLC per se. Like it had a
Yeah.
couple updates. You know, it was an updated version of Mario Kart for Wii U.
Yeah.
But that game is selling fucking bananas, and we're gonna get a little bit into the sales of the Switch and whatnot. But
Great.
they are
Leave it to you to
Gonna
talk numbers.
give you. They are gonna give you 48 remade refreshed tracks, I should say.
Okay.
Tracks from older Mario Kart games.
Right.
And now, caveat, they're probably all tracks from Mario Kart Tour,
Right.
which, when I played it, gearing up for our Mario Kart episode on the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus, that was probably one of the best parts, was all, like, the retro courses.
Right.
Reimagined in, like, just a nice looking, like a higher definition.
Now,
I'll say.
are they going to charge you $25 for each one?
It seems like they're going to charge you $25 for all 48 courses.
Oh, okay.
In the specific waves. However, if you guys have the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass,
Waste of money.
that's part of that now. So, in addition to the N64 games, the Genesis games, and Happy Home Island for Animal Crossing New Leaf, you will now receive the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC for, I don't want to say for free. I guess included, I'll say.
Yeah.
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 Fucking. Ugh. Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
The system.
If it's not for you, Tom, you pay for your dollars.
It's
That's
disgusting.
You are playing capitalism right, my man.
Moving on. Let's keep it Blitzkrieg.
So yeah, we talked real quick about those. Anything else that really came? Earthbound coming out Nintendo Switch Online, the free one, not the free one, but the base one. Earthbound coming out for the Super Nintendo app, and then Earthbound Beginnings coming out for the Nintendo app.
Or you could watch it on any YouTube channel, and you can just watch the whole game right there and then.
Not a fan of Earthbound. Did you ever play Earthbound?
Not a fan.
Okay.
Does it appease me? I've watched several people play it, and I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna go with Smash Brothers and hit motherfuckers with baseball bats.
Okay, that's fine. And that's the beauty of Smash Brothers.
Mhm.
You know. Oh man, if they do Smash Brothers DLC for the expansion pass,
They're not.
you will see a spike
They won't,
going up. Why not?
because they said that the last DLC was it.
money talks. You hear that, Tom? You hear that? The money.
The only
The
way I would
finger
do that
things
is
mean
if
the
they
money.
put more characters in it, which they probably wouldn't, because
Maybe they will.
they
Money
suck.
talks.
Moving along.
Moving along, yeah. So we talked a little bit about sales. So Nintendo's had their earnings forecasts, and so Tom, hit me with the news item.
Oh shit, I'm on that.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's on the Blitzkrieg.
Good thing you don't have your phone.
Well, I'm
either.
looking up something else for that.
Me.
Trying to help.
Switch now to the 5th best-selling platform. That's.
That's it. That's the end of sentence. Great.
That's all you
Yes.
fucking put, you.
Ba,
boob.
ba, 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 ba. It hits 103 million units sold worldwide. That includes the OG Switch, the Lite, and the OLED.
Suck my unit.
5th best-selling console ever,
That's what I just said.
behind the PS4, the Game Boy, the DS, and the PlayStation 2. It has a chance to beat, I would say, the Switch. It has a chance to beat the PS4 and the Game Boy, because those are about 116, 18 million units. The DS was 154, and the PlayStation 2 was well beyond 155.
You ain't touching the PS2.
You never know, man. I mean that system was in development, not in development, but on shelves for such a long time, and it was such a cheap DVD player at the time that it's an incredible number. Don't get me wrong. The Switch still has some legs. People are saying that this is only half of the lifespan for the Switch. So.
Your Switch has legs?
Yeah, I got it from PlayAsia. It was an import
Oh,
accessory. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
That's crazy.
Right. It goes with the game ARMS. So it has arms and legs. What else we got,
Moving
Tommy?
on. Sony buys Bungie for $3.6 billion.
Yep. They're using it more for like their live service experience. And you're not gonna really see. You ain't gonna see fucking Halo on it, obviously, because
Right,
that's a
right.
Microsoft-owned property. But Destiny is still gonna remain multi-platform. Anything going forward might hit like a prioritization for the PlayStation platforms, but they're just kind of in it for the knowledge, you know.
Sure.
They want to kind of they're building a partnership. I mean, they bought the company straight up, but
Right.
like you know. And this is obviously months in the works too. The same. It's just coincidental that the Microsoft Activision Blizzard shit happened literally the week before. Or is it?
Moving along. New York Times buys Wordle. I don't know what Wordle is. I'm not douchey enough yet to know what it is.
Yeah, but you don't see it on like social media and stuff.
I block you if you post Wordle.
I play Loodle, which
Yeah,
is actually
you're
a
blocked.
5-letter dirty word.
Yeah, you're also blocked on Twitter.
All right, thanks, Tom.
You're welcome.
My one follower.
Hey, look, you didn't like me posting my horoscope, so fuck you and your Loodle.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, you got me there. Wordle is just it's like a guess the word game. and it's 5 letters, and people, it's like a little brain teasery,
Yeah.
Get the brain going, Tom. When you take your morning shit, you fire up Wordle. You fire up Loodle too. Be my guest, and yeah, you play a game, you share it with your friends. Good for them though, because I mean, this company just was like, I'm gonna make a fun game, and New York Times bought it for so much more money than obviously it was ever worth. Right before you get copycats, and right before the whole idea gets kind of. I mean, I am playing Loodle. Yeah, it's pretty much copycat.
No, man. If I'm gonna, my morning dumps consist of me playing Pokemon Go and Marvel Contest of Champions.
Okay, that's fair. Tom, do you know what
a pre-poop is?
No. Do you know what a ponut is? Because this was the word I lost my streak on Loodle. You know what a ponut is? Because it also gives you links to Urban Dictionary to find out what these things are. Do you know what a ponut is? Does anybody know in the RudeNation what a ponut is? I do.
What does it mean?
So in the brony community, a ponut is a portmanteau, if you will, a combination of pony and donut, and it means like the anus of a pony.
So moving on in games.
Just saying, I want to educate because I couldn't get that word. I never would have thought like donut. That's not a real word. 5-letter word. It's a brand. But ponut.
Suicide Squad kill the Justice League delayed to 2023.
Yep.
Our first
hype episode off the rails.
Our first delay of the hype episode.
Yep, there it is.
What
I mean,
a
game delays
wreck.
are a little more notable because it's like, there's a lot of time and effort going into these movies, or like some executive was just like, push it to October, push it to this. So
Yeah. Wolf Among Us 2 trailer dropped. I did not see this.
it is an in-engine look at the Wolf Among Us 2.
Okay.
And it looks cool.
Okay.
You never played the first one, right, Tom?
I did a little bit, but
You
then
did, okay.
but
'Cause I
then
know
my
you're a fan of Fables.
but then my dog, who was a puppy, then ate the cartridge.
Oh, that's a shame. But ate the cartridge. Were you playing on the Super Nintendo?
No, this was on the Vita.
On the what?
The Vita.
Oh, the Vita. Damn, Tommy, you're fucking deep cut. Deep cut cash.
Bazinga got very hungry.
That's fair. That's why the Switch cartridges, I think, are disgusting. They have that chemical in it to make them taste better.
And it does taste disgusting.
Yes. I don't know if the new ones do. The older ones definitely do.
Do you really think that would stop Loki?
No. Loki would swallow it whole, like breathe in.
He'd be like this. He's like, oh, you flavored
Like
it
Kirby.
for me.
We didn't talk about Kirby. But yeah, he would just
Fat pink fuck.
Yeah,
Who
you
eats
can swallow
things?
cars now.
Oh, great.
See that?
So can I.
Maybe Matchbox cars. Remember Micro Machines? Those are fun.
That's the Micro Machine guy.
That's very guttural. Wolf Among Us 2 looks cool. Wolf Among Us was was the second game Telltale did after their boom of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And then this was also kind of the tipping point, because then they were like, oh shit, Telltale,
Tip.
pretty fucking good. Let's give them every franchise imaginable. And then that's where they kind of like lost the fucking the thread a little bit.
Sure.
So it looks cool. Yeah. And I hope Telltale does right, because man, oh man, they burnt like a fucking supernova.
Nothing in comics.
Big shock. But comic related.
Movies. Dakota Johnson will be Madam Web. Who is Dakota Johnson?
Dakota Johnson, she's in things. She's most notable for, she was the girl from 50 Shades of Grey.
Never seen those?
Yeah, that's probably the most notable thing she's in.
Because
She's in a lot of, so in the same sense, Tom, that like Robert Pattinson is, for the longest time, was the guy from Twilight, but he did a lot of indie,
right,
lower tier movie stuff.
Okay.
But because it's a fucking craft. If you can either be like a person who we're going to mention in a couple minutes, or you can love the acting and still do things and try to better yourself and make a living. She is in things. Yeah. Do we really need a Madam Web fucking movie though? Nope. Right. Like Sony. Just make fucking Spider-Man 4. Like, just be like, listen, Marvel. I just want to do a couple more movies with Andrew Garfield, or make a Miles Morales one. Listen, please. But Marvel's just like, here's the table scraps. Make a Thanksgiving dinner out of it. And it's sad. That's all I gotta say about that.
Speaking of Thanksgiving dinner,
Thanks. Okay.
Bruce Willis is getting his own Razzie category.
Well, that's exactly why I mentioned, you could be an actor like Bruce Willis, who just wants to fucking check
everything.
in, get paid, and get out.
It's like him and
He's not
Nicholas.
doing everything. He's doing barely nothing.
Him and Nick Cage.
Yeah, but Nick Cage. So like, the Nick Cage movie that's coming out, like that's at least like tongue in cheek. Like Bruce Willis, like I don't know. So he was in so many bad movies in 2021. He has an entire Razzie category dedicated to him to not cannibalize all the other candidates for, I guess, worst movie of the year.
You know, Bruce Willis is just gonna keep doing action movies because
he's getting pizzade.
Because you know what they say about old habits.
Fuck. It's
They die hard.
Oh, okay. Armageddon out of here. What do we got, Tom? Glad you like that. This has been Dad Jokes with the RudeBoyz. Armageddon out of here. I got a sixth sense that this Blitzkrieg news has been derailed a little bit. Maybe I should start moonlighting as a comic. Moonlighting? Moonstruck? What was this thing?
Moonlighting.
Moonlighting? Yes, got it. Okay, cool. What else we got? Bruce Willis. I'm done. I can't. Anywho.
I am not entertained by you.
Okay, but
Russell Crowe will be in the Craven movie. Which I'm really glad we talked this one out before I looked like a boob.
Yeah, so he's supposed to be like Craven's dad or something like that. Which, like, why? You don't need Craven's dad. You don't need a Craven solo movie.
Well, maybe you'll get the, Chameleon then as well.
Honestly, why isn't the Chameleon cast before fucking Craven's dad?
I don't know, Chris. Because Russell Crowe plays everyone's dad.
It's true.
He played Superman's dad.
These are true.
I'm pretty sure he played Batman's dad.
He played Superman's dad.
You just
said that.
Fucking said that.
He played
Pay
his
the
kid's
fuck
dad in
attention.
Gladiator.
Oh, fuck.
What else? I don't know.
Trailer talk.
Trailer talk. Let's talk some trailers.
Jurassic World Dominion looks like the biggest piece of dino dung.
Dino poopy. Yep.
Like, ew. I'm watching the trailer and I was just like, what?
Why?
Why would? Who thought this was a good idea? It looks horrible. It's gonna make money though because people love these fucking stupid
movies. That's
fucking
why there's
movies.
3 of them. That's why there's a new trilogy. No, thank you ever.
No,
honestly, even here's a hot take. The first Jurassic Park bores me.
Oh.
Yeah, like just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, dinosaurs, bro. Kid growing up, dinosaurs were the shit.
Okay.
But like, even then, I'm like, eh.
Okay.
And I know it was kind of like the whole hook with Jurassic Park is that it's a spectacle, Like, yeah, there's tension and action. I get that, but like with Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, they're just like it's like a slasher movie or something. It's like I think actually Jurassic World, from what I understand, was more of a slasher movie because the dinosaur was like stalking them throughout. I don't know, San Francisco or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Dude, Lost World, the book, was definitely a fucking slasher flick because the T-Rex was just stalking them.
But like that's what they have to do. It's like, ooh, now we're gonna make them the villains. Like, no, they're not. They should be just a force of nature that just like is around. And or actually, the humans are the ones being like, wow, look at all these dinosaurs.
Yeah, it looks bad.
Yeah, agreed.
Moving on, Firestarter remake. Stephen King's Firestarter is getting remade. Zac Efron plays the dad. And
Zac Efron is playing a father?
Yes.
Ugh,
you feel old?
Yep, pretty much. It was like when fucking Aubrey Plaza played the Chucky mom.
Yes.
In Chucky.
Yes, in Child's Play.
Child's Play, yep. That's right.
The girl who plays the titular Firestarter.
Mm-hmm.
I am the Firestarter.
Right. She was in American Horror Story.
Okay.
That's like the only other thing that I've seen her in.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, no, this trailer looks really fucking good. Like, Kurtwood Smith is in it, which is pretty cool.
No idea who that is.
Red Foreman.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Bad guy from RoboCop.
Never saw RoboCop.
Right.
The new one with Michael Keaton. The cartoon. The time he showed up with Sting.
So yeah, this movie looks real good. Firestarter is definitely up there as like a really fantastic, like one of Stephen King's best books.
Nice. Okay. And you're a Stephen King aficionado.
Really looking forward to
As
it.
we heard in our previous Stephen King episode 2 RudeTobers ago. Check it out.
Moving along
Synergy.
to TV.
TV news.
Boy, yeah, good news, everyone. Futurama is coming back to Hulu.
See, that is such a fun headline to hear on paper, but big but.
I don't care.
Were you ever a Futurama fan?
No.
Oh, sorry, so cool.
I definitely feel like
Then it ain't winning you over.
no. I definitely kind of feel like I don't know. Matt Groening is so however you say his fucking name. He's so far up his own fucking ass.
Really? Okay.
I don't like him.
Okay.
If I could punch anyone in the face,
Wow.
he's
Tom, I'm gonna have to keep a list.
he's on the list.
Oh, if I could punch one person, he's on the list of multiple people.
Oh yeah. Why, dude? I would love to punch him. I think he's just disgusting.
Wow. Anyway, Futurama's coming back for those who dig it. I definitely dug it. The original run when it was on Fox for 4 seasons. The movies and like the relaunch or whatever you want to call it. They were good. It wasn't the same magic though. And now it's coming back, Hulu. And a big thing is that it as of right now, as of recording, will not feature John DiMaggio. John DiMaggio, voice of Bender, voice of Finn from no, not Finn. What's the dog's name in Adventure Time? Finn? Jake. Okay, Jake. He was also the that fucking Chowder show. What was the chef? Robble or something like that.
Swedish Chef?
No, not the Swedish Chef.
Oh.
He would just be like, like kind of Swedish chefy, but maybe that's what he was kind of alluding to. Anyway, no John DiMaggio, and they say they are going to recast Bender. That's kind of shitty. So I don't know. Fox, open up the fucking purse strings, you fucking clowns. Eat the rich, pay the goddamn man.
It just doesn't look good.
You don't know what it looks like yet.
I'm sure it's not going to be good. I'm
We'll
sure it'll get canceled like it has every
This show,
every fucking where else it's
how many
even
times has
touched.
this show been renewed? Actually, is this the show that's gotten renewed the most?
Dude, I think we have more seasons than this fucking show because
we should put-
we've never been canceled.
We have yet to be canceled. We have a lot of spin-offs. We're on year 5 of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. I'd say maybe give it 2 more years. We'll have more. Well, but then if Futurama picks up, then
2
we
more
got to
years
compete
will
with
probably
that.
be canceled.
Yeah, somebody's gonna cancel us.
I'm canceling this.
Here comes Tom on a tirade, getting ready to get canceled.
Moving along.
Uh-huh.
Obi-Wan Kenobi series hitting Disney Plus May 25th.
Yes, right off
May
the
25th.
heels. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I was gonna keep writing May 25th,
Uh-huh.
but I think what happened was I typed it up on the train and I didn't get service, and then I was like, it was like type it in again, whatever.
Were we delirious this
I don't recall. This could have been in between shifts.
Yeah.
But hot off the heels of Book of Boba Fett, here we go. Next Star Wars Disney Plus show, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hopefully it redeems the fucking
there.
scumbag Jedi.
It's not. Of note, also, in May 25th, 1977, was the release of A New Hope,
Oh.
Star Wars The OJ.
Kinky.
So that's a cool little mirroring right there, you know?
Very cool.
Very cool. And after May the 4th. They might bump it to May 4th. It's
won't.
right there.
They won't.
You never know. Bad Batch, I think, was the first few episodes, right? And then, what else did they do? Clone Wars final season started on May 4th, I believe.
They won't.
Maybe they will.
If they do, I will take a shot of that jalapeno infused tequila.
Ooh, okay. You got it. That'll be right around 6 de Mayo, too, so.
Yeah.
Yabba dabba doo. As Obi-Wan Kenobi says.
That's all we have for Blitzkrieg.
And that is all we have for Blitzkrieg News.
pussy lad.
why don't we do a little catch up? You know, catch up the past couple of weeks and whatnot between the last episode. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, why not?
I mean, we had a blizzard, right? What else happened there, right? Yeah, did we hung out right before the blizzard, right?
We hung out that Friday.
Right. Yes.
Yep.
Actually, no. Did we hang out that Friday?
I don't know.
Maybe that Thursday.
Oh, right. I think that was another fucking weekday
because-
recording.
Yes, that was the weekend of the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
which was disappointing.
Well, yeah.
Which
Much
we
like
called.
everything WWE does.
Unless fucking Cody Rhodes was gonna show up, and I said it on air last episode. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna either kick ass or be a huge disappointment, and it was a huge disappointment. So
I'm glad it was a huge disappointment.
why?
Because maybe that will open people's eyes and stop giving money to the WWE, and maybe WWE will finally be like, oh man, we're losing a lot of people. Maybe we should
don't
start
care.
making better product.
They don't care because all that has to happen is the Saudi prince pays. That's it.
Jinder
That's it.
Mahal?
He's Indian, not Saudi.
Wow.
So shame on you. You just got canceled. But that Friday, a little game came out called Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yes.
The first new game is it the first new game I bought? I don't know. One of the first new games I bought.
No, you
this
bought
year.
fucking... Oh, this year? Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that?
It's a lot of fun.
I play Pokemon Go.
You would like catching them, and that seems like a huge part of the game. It's like
Okay.
it really lets you a little. It lets you more loose than any other Pokemon game to just go out and just fucking throw Pokeballs and catch them. You know, and I really like it. It's very refreshing and it's very well done.
Okay.
I do agree. Everybody poo-pooing the graphics because there's always a conspiracy and always a fucking controversy going on with Pokemon games or any Nintendo related things. Anyone's fandom, there's always some sort of controversy.
Mm-hmm.
The graphics don't look the best, but you got to also put in consideration it's done by Game Freak. Game Freak has made their bread and butter on Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, DS games, 3DS games. Like they're not behind the wheel on some HD tech, you know what I mean?
Right,
And not
right.
only that though, Tom, but like they're making money. Even like this game is the best-selling Pokemon game on the Switch, I believe, or the second best after Sword and Shield. But like, dude, it's not like, you know, people will be like, oh, I'm not gonna buy this because it's ugly graphics. Like, nah, motherfucker, everybody's buying this game. So
What are the three Pokemon that get started?
the
with?
three Pokemon that get started, they're all
That's
from
always-
different generations. So
Okay.
this game really introduces just a handful of new Pokemon,
Okay.
mostly variants, which I think is such a cool idea. This came out, I think, around Sun and Moon, where they're just like, yo, here's a Executor, which is like this big fat palm tree normally,
Okay.
but in Alola, which is like their Hawaii,
Okay.
it's a big tall palm tree.
Okay.
You know, and then what's one of the other wacky ones? Oh, so Diglett has like a fucking like Fabio wig. It's so funny. You might have in Pokemon Go. You might have variants. I think.
Yes, there are. I
Yeah.
have a Pokemon. I have a Pikachu with a fun birthday hat.
That's a Pikachu in a hat. That's different.
And I got
And
a
a Diglett in a hat.
I got a Pikachu with a baseball cap.
Okay, that's not a variant. They're wearing clothes. That's clothes, Tom. Are you every time you change your clothes? Is it a different Tom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, but in Pokemon world, it's not.
I
Like
think
there's
it is.
actually like aesthetic differences, and maybe type differences
Right.
between them. So like in this case, because Pokeballs were just kind of invented, and the Pokemon that looks like a Pokeball, Voltorb.
And who evolves to Electrode?
Yes, Tommy. His look is more like the older Pokeballs.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go with that. Also because it has like a very feudal Japanese feel. A lot of the Pokemon look like that. Like Arcanine. Are you familiar with Arcanine? He's like a little fire dog. Not Vulpix.
Pyroar?
No,
Okay.
that is a fire lion.
Roar.
Yep. He's got like this weird, like almost like a Chinese, Eastern Asian. I'm sorry. Like hair. You know what I mean? Like almost like those.
You're making things things up.
Dragon dogs? I don't even know what you would call them. I'm absolutely ignorant when it comes to this stuff.
You
Anyway,
you're making things up.
the variants are cool. The
All of this
other
is
evolutions are great. Your 3 starters come from different generations. You've got Cyndaquil, you've got Rowlet, and you've got Oshawott. And I picked Cyndaquil, the little fire weasel or whatever it is, mole.
Making words up.
No, Tom, you play this game. You know what's up.
I don't play this one. I play one with real names. You okay?
Oh, God.
You
Kick
alright?
something up with that.
Huh?
Kick something up with that.
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Do you need to walk away?
Nope. No, I'm good. But they have 3 different evolutions, almost like variants. They have Hisuian, I think is the name of the area. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. I'm taking my time playing it though. I'm just catching all the Pokemons like I was told to back in '96.
Gotta catch them all.
You been playing anything, Tom? You still playing Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Great.
Okay. You want to talk about it, or you want to wait till you
Do you want to
you
talk
complete
about?
a little more about it? No, I'm
Dude.
just trying to.
I'm
Your catch-up is a little light, so.
I'm stuck.
Okay. Spoiler alert for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
potentially.
I'm stuck. We'll leave it at that.
Well, you can talk about it. You had the run-in with the Oh my god! When I play a game and finish it, I purge it from my memory.
I know
banks.
you do. So it's pointless.
The Promise
The Promise?
isn't
Oh,
the
yeah,
name of
yeah.
the allure of the
Right, yeah.
antagonist?
And now I'm
I'll say
fighting
I don't
these
wanna spoil
cultists,
anything.
and one heals, the other one boosts, and it's just a big pain in the dick.
That's RPG fights, my guy. You got to get the guys that buffing them first.
Yeah,
Both
I
the
know,
end.
but honestly, the targeting system of this game fucking blows.
Right.
It is. I enjoy the game. I enjoy the story, but the targeting system and the movement is so clunky.
Really, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm lying.
I disagree. We're playing the same game, right? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. I thought that game was smooth like butter. Really, it wasn't. It was, but it was.
It really is
perfect.
not.
Combat-wise, it was perfectly fine for me.
I hate when Peter Quill dies. Like, I don't know what happens to his body all of a sudden. Like, his body gets all
ragdolls.
and I'm just like, what is going on?
I love that
Like,
shit.
what the fuck?
I love that shit.
That's not how you die. Die correctly.
Oh well, it's Star-Lord you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so you're still playing that. You watching some stuff though, right?
Well, I also listened to Dave Grohl's book,
Dave Grohl's book,
Storyteller.
gotcha. Okay.
Very cool fucking dude. Like, it's definitely someone I would love to hang out with.
Hit him up on Twitter. Let's see if you get him on the podcast.
He if he's not busy, I'm sure he totally would.
Listen, you miss all the shots you don't take.
He's he does. I like it because he doesn't harp too much on, like, Nirvana. Like, he talks about everything, like what got him into music and like.
Okay, so his origin story, basically.
Yeah, it's
of
his
just being a human
autobiography, and the greatest thing is he reads it.
Right, I know it's a big sticking point for you.
Well, especially if it's an autobiography.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you're not
You
gonna have, well, you would. Have
Like-
Dave Grohl read anybody else's autobiography. I mean, it doesn't matter. but
Like,
that helps. That helps.
Like, even though I'm not the biggest Young Bucks fan, I was gonna get that, and then see that they don't read it. Could probably go say fucking can because they're idiots.
Who's reading it? That
Uh,
Brandon Cutler guy?
Some dude.
Their little
That
scrubby
would be
boy.
funny, but like, it's like, really, guys? What, you're that fucking busy? You can't read your own fucking books? You
Yes.
fucking idiots.
Okay. I mean, there's 2 of them. What are they gonna do? Every other word?
They could do every other chapter or every other 2 chapters. You boob.
Well, maybe they get paid by the word. I don't know what the going contract rate for autobiographies are or
How about
audiobooks.
this? How about you take care of what your fans? So, fuck you, Young Bucks.
We got to the fucking. Excellent.
They can eat my sack.
Wow.
All of it.
Wow.
After a day of running in the summer. So it's nice
So when
and
does that happen?
salty.
Tom,
and
when has
sweet.
that happened?
Me running?
Yeah.
When
Summer,
that-
winter, spring, fall. When?
When did I break my elbow?
Oh, yeah. When you had
I watched the first 3 episodes of Vox Machina.
Okay.
This is animated version of Critical Role's first campaign that they did.
Okay.
Now I know, yes, they curse a lot in it,
Right.
and
Which I know that's another.
but as I said off air, it's like with D&D, it's kind of like one of those things where you're gonna curse.
Yeah, no, it's just.
But
it's just
if
the
you're
nature of
in
the
a
beast.
if you're in a superhero setting and every other word has to be fuck,
Right.
fuck Batman, fuck Nightwing, fuck Gotham City, blah blah blah, fuck. Doom Patrol, I'm fucking looking at you. It's lazy writing, cause I'm sorry. Not every fucking hero talks like that.
You're right.
So
Maybe anti-heroes do. Speaking of.
even that would get fucking boring to watch.
True. Yeah.
Like if there was a Punisher movie that was just every 2 seconds, Punisher, fuck this criminal.
Right. That's. I thought about that with Deadpool 2. Here we go.
You motherfucker!
What?
I said that to you.
I said that too, but I didn't.
No,
mind
but you
it.
poo-pooed on me for saying
Yeah,
it.
because you, the way you do it, Tom, you hone in on that part you hate, and that soils it, that ruins it.
Well-
I can see that part and being like, they curse a lot.
That movie was not good.
See, there it is. Yep. Okay.
Well,
Thank you,
I'm not
Tom.
saying it was trash. I'm just saying it's not
You
good.
haven't said it's trash yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, there were trashy things about that
Oh,
movie.
Okay.
I.e. fucking firefuck.
Right.
Oh, God. Juggernaut was cool.
Juggernaut was cool. Cable was cool. Domino was cool. The tease with X-Force. Okay.
I wasn't gonna correct you.
I started saying it. I'm like, oh shit. That was that was a cool you fucking you pulled the rug out.
Yeah.
All right.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is the Vanisher.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I liked it. I mean, no, I can't say.
Right. Deadpool 2.
Huh? Honestly, even Deadpool, I liked it, but I was like, I get it.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was the whole, it's the first. See, the thing was that was the first of its kind, and then they tried to do it again. I was just like,
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, we're looking at you as well.
hey, all right. So that's the second segue, because I want to talk about Peacemaker a little bit. James Gunn's HBO
Do we have
Max show.
Do you really want to?
I'm going to talk about it a little bit. I've been watching it.
I'm sorry.
I'm up to date. Well, not up to date because I think the new episode came today. And I got 2 more episodes. It's fucking fine. A lot of it is John Cena doing wacky John Cena stuff. I think the allure, not the allure, but I guess what made him interesting in the Suicide Squad, and that's using that word very strongly, was the fact that it's John Cena playing the Peacemaker, basically Captain America, but it's a huge fucking dick.
Right.
Now, they're trying to humanize him and whatnot, and it's it's not the same. But whatever, I'll watch it. It's visual nonsense, and it's perfectly fine.
I heard that was John Cena playing the piano.
Yes, yeah, there were some scenes. No, like John Cena's fucking hamming it up, man.
Yeah.
They gave him full reign to just do what he wanted to do, and he's definitely owning it up.
It's another guy who has his head up his ass. James
Wow.
Gunn.
Oh, James Gunn. They say John Cena. Like, damn.
Nah, James Gunn has his head so far up his fucking ass.
His stuff, so I'm noticing it that, and I think I told you a little bit about this, his stuff is so, conversation dialogue heavy. It's just scenes. And don't get me wrong, I know that's all movies in general, but it just seems like it's almost like every scene is like a conversation. He's like, oh, this will be a very interesting conversation these people have. And then next scene, oh, this will be a very conversation these people have.
This
You know
would
what I
be
mean?
a very good. This would be a very conversation most people.
Whatever the fuck I just said, all right? I'm sorry. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, nah, fuck.
Anyway, it's fine. I just want to see the blonde get banged out. Done.
Yeah, James Gunn just sucks.
Yeah, I mean, he was good with Guardians.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what kind of trash heap he puts for Volume 3.
Well, you got your boy Adam Warlock. Nope. That's Tom holding his breath. Okay, you had to say nope. That was all. Oh no, one more thing I watched. You want to love this, Tom. I watched the show Netflix on Netflix called Murderville.
Because he's watching something on Netflix.
I did watch that. Hey, on Netflix. You hear about Netflix?
I got gripes with Netflix right now.
Oh, 100% you do.
But
They raised the prices.
Huh?
They raised the prices
Again?
Yeah, I told you last time I texted you.
No, I know. The
I
15,
think at
20.
the end of January, I think, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
They have one
You see
strike.
it.
If Sandman sucks,
That's 2 and 3.
they're fucking. It's done. I actually no. They're on strike 2 right now with me.
Oh, what was the other strike?
Fucking. All right. So I was in the middle of watching Bleach.
Okay.
Bleach is.
Yeah, no, that's a critically acclaimed.
It's a beefy fucking anime, right?
Yeah, 100%. Japanimation.
I was on season 1 only. Okay. They took down seasons 1 through 3.
Ooh, I hate like.
And I'm like,
they
are
still
you?
do that?
I'm like, oh wait, hold on, I'm gonna watch Bleach, and I'm watching like season 4, episode 1. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Oh, so they just pushed you to the next
Yeah,
season. That's
I was
fucked
and
up.
kept it on my list. I was like,
That's kinda
fuck
fucked.
you, Netflix. And then I go on to Tubi because Tubi has them
There
all.
you go.
And but it's only in Japanese.
Oh, put those. Oh, you don't.
I was just, dude. I
Can't read. Right.
I'm just no. I don't mind subtitles. The Japanese voices are fantastic, but I was just kind of like, I just need something to zone out on, and I don't want to have to sit there and read subtitles. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I understand completely. Like,
I want something in the background while I'm playing, like, if I'm playing like Metroid or something, which I'm fucking so frustrated with as well. Video games are frustrating me right now.
I get it. The whole subs versus dubs debate. You're right. It's out of convenience. You want to throw it on, 100% do that. Subs though, is like on paper the way to go. It's just how to you get the voices, you get the authenticity, the emotion, and stuff like that. My 2 issues with subs is not really subs. Oh, you know what? Yeah, my 2 issues with subs. You gotta watch it, and then sometimes the Japanese dialogue just doesn't translate, and I
agree.
I just mean translate like to be understandable, like localized. You know what I mean? Like they'll just say shit. Case in point, I watched the whole first season of Attack on Titan with subs, and they have a conversation about just peeing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is this like a Japanese thing? Like, I mean, I pee, but like, you're just fucking talking about peeing. Like, just whatever. Weird. Second, sometimes, and I've noticed this, there's a little bit of miscommunication. I don't want to say mistranslation because it's all translatable. Miscommunication between what we deem as captioning, English to voice to speak to text, and subtitles where they translate the Japanese just word for word, not word for word, but just whole hog done. So you're still not getting the full picture, and God forbid you watch dubs with captions on, because sometimes now you're getting the dubs and that doesn't match what they're saying in English, so you're reading and hearing things you can understand, but just it doesn't make any sense. So it's confusing.
You feel a little delayed.
I feel a little delayed, yes. Quite delayed on that part.
So what have you been watching?
I'm watching Murderville on Netflix.
What the fuck is Murderville?
It stars your boy Will Arnett, and he is
my brother and sister-in-law watched this, and
it's cute.
they were like, yeah, Will Arnett, no, we're done.
It's cute.
Bye, fuck you.
It was cute.
Yeah.
It's so
Lost me at Will Arnett.
That's fair.
Fuck
no
you, Will
shit.
Arnett.
Yeah, no shit. If I could punch one person, Will Arnett would be on that list. It stars him. He's a murder detective. I don't know what you call him.
Yeah.
Just a detective.
A murder detective.
A murder detective. He detects murders, and he's got to go on cases. And
oh really?
Is that what
detectives do?
That is what they do. And it's 6 episodes. And every episode, he's joined with a celebrity guest star, like a partner. But the celebrity guest star does not have the script, so they have to just improv their way through. And they have to solve the murder, and the audience can do that as well, because there's clues and shit, don't get me wrong.
Oh, it's an interactive bullshit?
No, it's not interactive, but it's interactive in the sense that you're watching it, and you're just like, ooh, I think it might be this person. It's not like, press this button on your remote. I was going to say RudeNation. But it's a lot of fun because like so the guest stars they have are like Conan O'Brien and not a fan of Conan O'Brien.
I'm a fan of Conan O'Brien on his show. When I see him outside of his show, no.
Yeah, he's a little obnoxious, but that's the character he kind of does, you know.
Like, I would love to shave his fucking head so his head doesn't go. Like,
That's the other half of his gimmick.
yeah, I think Andy Richter is the true star of the Conan O'Brien show.
That's fair. I think La Bamba is up there.
Andy Richter.
Okay.
Swinging from one big man to another.
That's a deep cut. For our Conan O'Brien fans, so it's Conan O'Brien, Sharon Stone, Camille Nanjiani.
Chameleon?
Who?
The Chameleon?
Not the Chameleon, no. Is that how you pronounce his name? Camille Nanjiani?
I don't know. Oh, the dude from Eternals?
The dude from Eternals and Silicon
Community?
Valley.
Oh, no.
No. Marshawn Lynch is on that.
Oh, okay.
That was a very funny one because he's obviously not an actor or comedian. He's just a funny guy.
Yeah.
But like they do like little skits and not skits, but like it's like while you're asking them the questions, you have to do this thing. Like it's just to get the celebrity guest star flustered so they can laugh, and that's really what it's all about. It's their reactions. It's funny to see their reactions because it's genuine. Because they're like, what is going on? Like this is very silly. There was one bit where it was Camille Nanjiani, and the murder happened at Will Arnett's character's high school reunion. So they go see the body, and the murder weapon wasn't because it was like took place in the 90s. Was the high school reunion? I guess when they were in high school, it was an AOL disc, like frisbeed right into their neck.
Mm-hmm.
So, so they're going back and forth, just bantering and bullshitting with this. So Will Arnett is just like, "Oh, well, you think you're such a smart guy? Did you check the mouth?" And then you see him like check the mouth, and then like there's like he's got to open the victim's body mouth to get a note, and you see him starting to crack up, and then like the guy's cracking up. Like it's very silly. Tom, the face he's giving me is just like, you're not won over, and I know that was the case because 5 minutes ago when I said the two words Will Arnett, I knew I lost you. Also Netflix when I said that 6 minutes ago.
I started watching the final season of Lucifer. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll see how
Nice.
that goes.
Nice.
I'm on episode 2.
Okay, cool.
I'm sure Netflix will fucking take down the second half of the fucking season.
But we finished something else, the two of us.
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett. Bobby's World. Bobby Fett.
Bobby's World.
The book of
R.I.P.
Bobby-
Louis Anderson. Oh wait, no, that was
Howie Mandel, you guy. You're thinking of Life with Louie.
Yeah.
Classic misconception. Book of Boba Fett, the newest Star Wars show that hit Disney Plus 6 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, something like that.
2.5.
Basically, Mandalorian season 2.5. Started pretty rough. You like the Tusken Raider arc?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Because they humanized him.
Oh, 100%. And I think it added to his change because, like, they need... Well, not necessarily his change because, like, listen. Boba Fett was a goddamn jabroni in the original trilogy. He just had cool armor. And everybody was like, oh, my God. This guy is fucking selling toys. The phrase is toyetic. He looks cool. He's a cool guy. Guess what? He fucking sucked. And blind Han Solo beat him. And he fell into a open pit. So...
It was a pit with a monster.
Well, true, yes. But, you know, they need to establish his character. And then he returned in Mandalorian Season 2 as a fucking badass. It was like, yeah, great. But, you know, you can't really do much with that character, so let's establish some sort of new lore. Hence the stuff with the Tusken Raiders.
Yep.
Which I thought was pretty, like, by the books, like, legend stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, the wandering hero or character
Very samurai.
gets kind of swept up in a village.
Which, I mean, Star Wars is all.
Oh, yeah.
Is so samurai.
Absolutely.
Lore heavy.
Yeah. Hero's Journey stuff, yeah. But yeah, very by the numbers, by the books. But it's cool, it's because it's in Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, laser beams and speeder bikes and shit like that. I was disappointed you didn't see any swoop bikes. Swoop bikes. Swoop bikes are from really Shadows of the Empire. They're kind of like the speeder bike, except with the long nose. It's just got like a swoop, like an elephant trunk.
what Fennec Shannon went on?
No, it was a speeder.
Was
I'm
it?
always looking for these things.
Right.
'Cause I'm like, yeah, there you go. If Dave Filoni could bring in the fucking weird fucking troop transport that fucking Kenner mailed in UPC codes for, bring a swoop bike in. Yes, talk about Ming-Na Wen.
She looks good for 59.
I thought she was going to die in the last episode.
I thought she was going to betray him.
Oh, yep, same. If
I
she
really-
wasn't going to die, I was like, oh, shit.
I thought because when she went to the, spoilers.
Spoiler alert, everybody.
When she went
2 days,
to
too bad.
when she went to the syndicate, I was just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and you
here we
didn't
go.
see her for a bit? Like, uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
pulling up Poe Dameron.
Or Obi-Wan Kenobi. Wait, are you the one that thinks that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know.
And we'll
my boy
probably
Charlie thinks that too.
and we will see that in the series. So your friend Charlie has good taste.
Or I think he also thinks that R2-D2 is a scumbag too. Because he was just like, because this was around the sequel trilogy, and
Little bit.
you just couldn't tell him where Luke was.
I agree. R2's a bit of a dirtbag.
Listen, nobody understands the beep boops. So.
Amy Sedaris did.
She did, yeah, that's true. Well, she would. 'Cause she
Yeah.
works with droids and stuff.
Um,
Yeah, a little BD droid. That's cool.
that was
From,
cool. Yeah.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
half.
And she fucking she hangs the mayor. I was like, holy fuck.
Oh yeah, no, that was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
That whole so as of right now, that finale sits at like a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
Which also fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, so episodes 1 through 3 were like middling reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I get it. It's slow. It's very gang warfare heavy.
Which I dig.
Yeah, same. No,
I
I
dig
like
that
it too.
shit.
Like listen, that's the underworld.
Yeah.
We were gonna get a Star Wars Underworld. Sorry, Star Wars Underworld show or something like that on HBO years ago. Obviously before the acquisition. And dude, this is what it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be like speeder bikes, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be like a lot of talking, a lot of Soprano style shit, a lot of
Yeah.
fucking mobster movie shit. Because that's just how this shit goes,
Yeah.
you know. And Star Wars not rips, but it gets a lot of motifs.
Yeah. So
you know,
yeah, the first
how it
3
goes.
episodes, like you said, were a little rough.
Right.
But then it picks up.
It picks up with the introduction of
Din Djarin.
Din Djarin, yes, and the Darksaber,
Yeah.
and Grogu's back,
Yeah.
and Luke Skywalker's there, and he's
Luke
like a weird
Skywalker,
AI
big
cyborg
fucking hair
robot,
quotes.
yes, and Ahsoka.
Yes.
There.
In the words of the DC live action television series, fuck the Jedi.
What show was that?
How? No, I'm just saying fuck the Jedi.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because this show really just makes them look. It makes them look bad. The Jedi.
I don't know.
I don't
I'm not gonna say
agree.
It makes them look good.
No, I don't. I don't agree with that shit that Luke pulled. Where he was pretty much making Grogu choose between, hey, go help someone who is like a father figure to you,
Kind of attachments. That's the Jedi way.
or you can walk that fine. You can walk that line between the two worlds. Nope.
Not Luke's eyes.
Well, Luke's a fucking scumbag, shitty teacher.
I mean, yeah, go figure. His first student dropped out. His second student kills all the other
Just
students.
murdered everyone.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
teacher
so
of the year,
no.
you are not.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker sucks. Skywalker bloodline sucks.
Listen,
We talked about it.
Original trilogy Luke, absolutely fine.
Sure.
Movies 4, 5, and 6, fine.
Yeah.
The sequel trilogy, my whole issues with the sequel trilogy was you did not need any of the originals, but
No.
because you needed to drum up, you weren't gonna have it. You weren't gonna have a brand new trilogy on new people alone. You weren't. It's a fact. Especially when those actors were legit still alive.
Yeah.
You weren't. So, you needed to see what's Han and Leia and Luke and Chewie and, Chewie probably could have still been rock and rolling. The droids could have still been rock and rolling. The humans, though, really should have just stayed aside. But yeah, like, I don't know.
Not a fan of Jedi after this. And
Right.
I can't wait to see the full scumbaggery in Obi-Wan. Him making stormtroopers kill Luke's aunt and uncle.
That's not happening.
It is.
But so I was talking about it. The the season finale has the lowest rating, whereas episodes 4 and 5, the ones really with 1 minute of Boba Fett between the two of them, were like 9 point somethings.
You mean Dinjar? 1 minute.
Well, yeah, no, 1 minute of Boba Fett.
Oh.
Because remember he was in that last scene. He was like, "Hey, what's up?" Cad Bane also returning. I thought he died in Clone Wars. I forgot that he was still alive.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
No, he gets marked here.
Yeah, no, he does. That's why I thought the finale was so. The finale was a lot of fun.
It was.
Like it was just a lot of like.
The
like
Rancor going
somebody said this on Twitter, where it's just like the Mandalorian. The Book of Boba Fett is just like someone took all their Kenner action figures or whatever, and then just started just fucking playing with them. Like, yeah, Boba Fett's gonna ride a fucking Rancor and beat a giant robot. Hell yeah, that's cool.
Give me that. Give me more of that shit.
Shootout.
Fucking
Grogu,
taking a nap next to the Rancor,
yeah, like,
which was adorable.
That was a lot of fun, and it was a lot of moments that were like, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, them, that person's like flying Dinjarin's ship out in like in front of black construction paper with stars, and then make it turn and so.
Super cool. Yeah, no, I fucking love the finale.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the whole series itself was very good.
It was very fine.
Mandalorian. Not as good as the Mandalorian.
No.
Season 1 and 2's. I thought it definitely picked up. It was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean, it was. I'm looking forward to it. Like, I mean, seeing it again. I'll go back and watch it.
I will not. I'm a one and done guy.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. To pump chump.
So that is what we've been up to.
Yes.
Trading the backs. Did we find out what volume this is?
6.
6. Are you sure about that?
That's the number I'm going with.
Okay. So what did
You're not even paying attention to me.
So what did you get, Tommy?
You gave me VenomVerse, Edge of VenomVerse, Venom and X-Men Poison X, and Venomized.
So the whole VenomVerse trilogy
Right.
of Venom books. And if there's another chapter to this, I don't really remember it.
Sure.
So, but it's all about Venom, baby, because I want to give you Absolute Carnage. Hopefully around the same time King in Black Omnibus comes out, so we can check that out. You know what I'm saying? So Venom.
VenomVerse was cool.
Venom.
It was very it was Spider-Verse, but with Venom. Like you got all these different heroes that had the Venom symbiote. Pretty much Doctor Strange was trying to was bringing all these heroes into this world. MJ had a Venom symbiote, X-23 and Wolverine. You got your Agent Venom, your black suit. Ghost Rider threw me for a loop. Which it actually did say in Edge of VenomVerse, because there was the little Ghost Rider story, that he's in constant pain.
Oh, because of the symbiote and the spiritual...
And the Hellfire.
Okay.
So...
I remember you brought that up, and I'm just like, it's comic books. It looks cool. Doesn't matter.
Sure. I did like the fact that, like, they had to bring Carnage in. Because...
In VenomVerse, or was that
VenomVerse.
in the later ones? I forget.
No, VenomVerse, they brought Carnage in.
Okay.
Because then him and Deadpool fight side by side.
Right, yes.
Deadpool was kind of like a double agent. Kind of, sort of. Because he got the poison... So pretty much the poisons, if they touch you and you have a symbiote, you're fucked.
Right. Okay. So the poisons are the enemy of
the Clintar. Correct.
Right. They're the one. They're the parasite to that. They
right.
Are the X. Nope. They are the Metroid to the X parasites. If the X parasite was a symbiote.
They're bad to symbiotes. Okay.
Yes. And they like instant touch. You're dead.
Yeah.
Symbiote.
I mean, and they they completely like hollow you out.
And that's kind of
the
point.
host and everyone.
Because the symbiote tries to find the best life form, and then the poison comes in. And
yeah.
It's just like, nope, mine. It's like evicts you.
Yeah.
It's like the landlords.
Yeah, of course,
rise up.
Of course, Doom turns out to be like the big. You think he's the big bad, but then find out that he's answering to Thanos.
Yeah. Was that how that ended? VenomVerse? Yeah. Okay.
They bring in They capture Doctor Strange. Doctor Doom and his cronies capture Doctor Strange so he can open up more portals, bring more heroes.
Right. More Venomized heroes.
Exactly. Yes. And then it ends with them pretty much defeating
The big bad.
Yeah.
Or the big bad.
But then, Doom runs away.
Right.
Next
So
up,
fight another day.
yes, Edge of VenomVerse, which is just a bunch of side stories.
It's just fluff.
Which
it was like how Edge of Spider-Verse was fluff to Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, some of the characters were introduced. Here's their deal.
Yeah, hated the Gwenpool story.
Well, naturally.
Love the X-23 story.
Also naturally.
Well, that was a very touching story. Like, I
It's
mean,
also girl Venom. Girl Wolverine.
yeah. Shut up. The fucking things that they came up in the Ghost Rider one, like the fucking like Deadpool / ape / Dr. Octopus thing.
I do not remember.
Yeah.
I've read these probably a year ago. Getting up. I see some octopus tentacles.
Anyway,
Alright.
and it's an ape, and it has like Deadpool like mentality.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. And that's the Ghost Rider story.
Okay.
Pretty much Ghost Rider just kills them.
Shock.
Then it goes into the old man Logan. Things you don't want to fight is T-Rex with a symbiote.
Right. Absolutely. Now, I mean, that was part of the Old Man Logan continuity too, right?
Yes.
I believe
yeah.
so. Okay.
Yeah. I did like Archangel in this, like how he had one feathered wing and one metallic wing, which is pretty cool. The Deadpool thing was weird, where it was like they were like being surgical like implants, and they were just like fucking the people up.
Sure. Right.
The Punisher story was cool. How it was just like Kingpin was like, "Yeah, we're here to make a truce," and then he's like, "You have a deal," and Kingpin's like, "Oh, okay, cool." He goes, "No, I was talking to you."
Ah, shit.
And fucking he brings out, and like I love the fact that like his guns have like the venom teeth as the bullets.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
And then like the deal was that I help you get rid of crime, and you help me kill one target, and that one target is Spider-Man. And Punisher, and that's when him and the symbiote start getting at odds. He's like, "I'm not gonna kill Spider-Man.
Ah,
He
okay.
hasn't done anything."
Right.
And then you have the Rocket Raccoon and fighting Captain Marvel.
Enough said, right?
Yeah. And then he gets blitzed to them. Poison X. So this comes off the heels of X-Men when the original 5 came
Right.
to the 616.
Right.
Due to older Hank McCoy's tampering.
Naturally. What was it? It was trying to get Scott back on track?
Yeah.
Because he wanted to bring Jean back?
Well,
Or-
no,
or
it was
bring
just like
a
he wanted to be like
Scott and a younger,
Right, he wanted to be like, "This is, you lost your way, and this is the way we were," and
Right.
like
Seems very selfish.
No, this was after like.
Is Beast a good guy?
Currently, no, he's going a little mad scientist.
Okay. It seems a little fucked
The next
up.
train in the
This
back.
seems like Reed Richards shit.
The next train in the back, you'll understand why he did this.
Okay.
But like young McCoy got involved with magic, and where he like ended up like.
Oh yeah, he turned like a beast.
Yeah, and he ended up like like bringing hell to Earth.
Okay.
The reason Archangel has fire wings, I don't know if you were wondering, was because of the Black Vortex, which was a story that they did prior to this. Pretty cool. I hate that Young Beast goes like this, goes, "My future tech," and I'm like, "Oh, shut up." Like,
yeah,
it's not future
I don't
tech.
really remember it. I'm
It's-
like, ugh, I don't like
it's
that.
technology,
Right.
Like, so they take danger, like they kidnap Venom,
Right.
to go into space to like save the Starjammers,
Right.
Corsair, because Cyclops and Corsair, young Cyclops and Corsair have like reunited and
Right.
and such. Venom's not happy about being kidnapped, but the symbiote's like, "No, dude, we want them to help. They're gonna help us get our family back."
Right.
Like,
Right.
Danger is actually the Blackbird you see in this,
Okay.
which was the Danger Room. So
Right. I knew that.
It was cool. It was cool to see them, like, you know, how they looked with their symbiotes on. Like, Beast looked like a beast.
Right.
Like a demon beast. And then Jean Grey gets fucking infected with a poison. So.
That chick is poison.
That was interesting.
Poison.
Poison. And then Venomized was pretty much the conclusion.
Right.
To the,
To this tale.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. So, again, you got the Young X-Men, and this does take place on 616. Peter Parker gets his own, you know, he gets a black symbiote suit.
Naturally.
Yeah. Elsa Bloodstone randomly shows up.
Yeah, I think they were trying to make her a thing again.
Yeah. And Jean Grey pretty much saves the day.
Right.
So.
That's it, huh?
That was VenomVerse.
Right.
It was good. Fun, entertaining, nice little fluff between, I'm sure, Absolute Carnage and such, so.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's more fluff between it that you'll feed me.
I think the fluff. I think the stuff about that bit is just all the different designs they had to come up with for the different heroes, like the Venomized heroes, and then also the poisoned heroes.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool.
I liked.
That is toyetic. There's Funko Pops out of all of them, so it's like that's how I know. Yeah.
That's right. We should get a Funko. We should get Funko.
We should get some custom Funko Pops. Yeah.
We should get Funko Pops of us.
That's custom Funko Pops. Yeah, of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
You didn't say custom though.
Yeah.
You want Funko to make Funko Pops of us.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
We'll bring them money.
So I got 2 Brian Michael Bendis books.
Yes.
Avengers Disassembled and House of M.
Mm-hmm.
So fans of WandaVision rejoice because you're going to see some similarities here. Avengers Disassembled was Brian Michael Bendis taking the reins of the 616 universe. This is where the kind of the more recent status quo is for Marvel Comics. This came out when, Tommy?
This was pre-Civil War.
Well, yes, I know pre-Civil War, but was this pre-movies?
Yes. Maybe Iron Man
2004 and 5. No.
No.
Well, yeah, Iron.
Yeah.
So this kind of really sets the stage for what the Marvel Comics universe is. I don't want to say kind of now, but like all the annualized big events kind of started from here. Avengers Disassembled. At the time, the Avengers was a whole bunch of people. It was fucking the Wasp and She-Hulk and Hawkeye and Scott Lang, Ant-Man, and Captain Britain.
Jack of Hearts.
Well, Jack of Hearts.
Right.
He died on a mission prior to this.
Yeah.
Shows back up and fucking explodes the goddamn Avengers mansion.
Yeah.
He kills Scott Lang.
Yep.
So already off the bat, like, you know,
so
this is what's happening.
Does turn into young Avengers then?
Yeah, young and new Avengers,
Yep.
from what I understand.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
what's coming. It
Young
basically is just like
New Avengers is. Yeah.
It's really like, let's wipe the slate clean with these characters,
exactly.
and then like, why aren't the Avengers like Wolverine and Spider-Man and, you know, these guys? What it's like, oh yeah, we should just do that. So let's just break the Avengers up and just, you know, reshuffle everything. And this takes place really like a day, right, Tom? Like it's the worst day in team history as Earth's mightiest heroes tried to deal with the shocking tragedy around them. So Jack of Hearts blows up the mansion, kills Scott Lang. Tony Stark, Iron Man, is having a UN press conference. He's on a drunk rant.
He's acting drunk.
He's acting drunk, but he did not drink.
Yeah. And like Captain America even calls him out on it too.
Well, yeah, he's the Boy Scout, you know. So I'm sure that leaves the groundwork for Civil War, which is what I see a lot of. Like you see a lot of story threads in Disassembled that you see in House of M, and from what I know, like, you know, because I think it goes Disassembled, House of M, Civil War, Secret Invasion, and then Dark Reign, Siege,
Fear itself's
up in the mix.
Yeah, it gets very.
It's big annualized events. Yeah. So Tony Stark makes an ass out of himself. not intentionally. The Vision shows up and completely spits up some Ultron eggs. Now they gotta fight Ultron robots. Hawkeye. Oh no, not yet. But the Vision's dead because he just kind of like self-destructed.
Hawkeye has a bad day.
Hawkeye has a really bad day. She-Hulk hulks out like supremely.
Yeah.
Rips Vision in half. Smacks the Wasp around, Hank Pym style, and
Which that is actually in there, right? Like doesn't fucking Hawkeye confront
somebody says to
Hank Pym, right?
Hank like
Right, I think it's Hawkeye, because I think Hawkeye was at the time was because they were estranged, Wasp and Hank.
Yeah.
And I believe Hawkeye and Wasp.
Hawkeye and Wasp are together. That's a pivotal moment
Yeah.
in this. But so then that takes them off the table because they're looking to see what's up with that. The Kree show up to fight, and then Hawkeye dies during that melee.
Fucking rocket.
So it's a pretty bad scene,
Yeah.
and then Doctor Strange shows up, and he's just like, "Yo, this is all magic."
Yeah.
So, and that was a cool reveal, even though because I thought that happens in House of M. Obviously, it does, but I thought that's what House of M was all about. Disassembled leads right into House of M, and it deals basically with the fall of Wanda.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this real quick. There's a scene that's like almost like 2/3 in the book, and the Wasp says to Wanda, like, "Oh, yeah, I missed my period. I don't think superheroes should be parents." And I mean, "Oh, and you thought you could have 2 kids?" And then Wanda's like, "What?" And Wasp is like, "Oh, nothing. Ha 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 ha." Solidifying that the Wasp is awful. To which kind of continues with my whole Secret Wars read that I did a little while ago.
You do hate the Wasp.
I don't hate. I just
You hate
it's
the
just
Wasp.
Poorly written. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like Ultimate Wasp is a lot better.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There is one spread in that book that I absolutely love. Like when you see all the heroes, like.
Oh yeah, I think I just went by that page.
Like when they all like come to like they come to the Avengers aid.
Well, yeah. So like right before, actually, I think right before the Kree show up.
Yep.
They show up. They're like, "Yo, we're all Avengers." Like.
Yeah, that's so
can we
badass.
talk about this? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then the Kree show up, and then so Doctor Strange is like, "Yo, listen, here's the deal. Wanda, I tried to help her, but like, she's a kid, and she was born with these powers. Like, she hasn't learned to like control and live with them.
Right.
She just does it. Plus, it's like it's reality distorting magic powers. So it's like even if she's not thinking about it, she could just destroy the world.
Yeah.
So the whole conversation she has with the Wasp, as far as like, "Oh, you thought you could have 2 kids," did in fact happen, but they kind of like unmagicked those babies away years ago, and I'm talking about decades ago. It was like an earlier Avengers story, I think, right? What? Unmagicked? Oh man.
I'm sorry, I got it.
It's all good. But yeah, so yeah, and it has a cool spread of like, so this book, I forget if it was this one or one of the Ultimate Spider-Man I read, but it was just kind of hard to follow because of the constant like double spread, and then you know what I mean. Like it was just like a little hard to follow. But like so this one where it's all like cuts of Scarlet Witch in different parts of Avengers history, like you see her in some like the older costumes and whatnot. You see her like in the fucking 70s when she first joined the Avengers. That's pretty cool because it's just like, man, the writing was on the wall for this character to just kind of get
Insane.
this
Go crazy.
this jump, this push, to use a wrestling parlance. You know what I mean? And then we kind of follow her. She goes and visits these kids which don't exist. So then the Avengers are just like, what's going on? This ain't really happening. And then she gets basically everybody's enemy to fight them. But Doctor Strange kind of mind blasts her, kind of puts her out of commission for a bit. And then Magneto shows up.
Yeah.
And I don't know really what's going on with the X-Men at the time, but That's always. It's kind of like when the Guardians showed up in Infinity War, when it was like, because you're dealing with like a core group of people, and then they're just like, oh yeah, right. Remember mutants or thing? The X-Men are here. Magneto.
Yeah.
That's his fucking daughter.
Yeah.
Of course he'd show up.
Yeah.
And he whisks her away, and then they're like, oh, okay. I guess that's a mutant issue. And
It's a mutant
we're
issue.
closing the Avengers are disassembled, basically.
Yeah.
The last part of the issue, trade paperback, has like a cool and this is all done by different artists, of just like Avengers moments throughout time, because this is around Avengers 500.
I think so.
Yes. So it's got like the formation of the Avengers when they found Cap, the Kree Skull War, Wanda and Vision getting married. Who the fuck is this clown? Korvac, whatever.
Sometimes you gotta just marry your vibrator.
I don't know what that means.
Vision and Wanda getting married.
Oh, got you. Yes. And some newer stuff, fighting Ultron, whatever. And it's cute. It's nice. And then that's it. So then basically the Avengers are disassembled until the new and young Avengers show up. And
Yep.
they hold the torch for a little bit, Avengers style. But right after Avengers, is it right after, or it's like takes place a little bit? It takes place sometime.
Yeah,
months later. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is more of an X-Men tale, because this is like almost the second half and the fallout of Disassembled. So you have on Genosha, which is a mutant haven that was gotten destroyed by Sentinels, I believe.
Yes.
You have Magneto and Professor Charles Xavier trying to help Wanda recover,
Right.
let's say, or help her try to
Not be fucking
reestablish.
batshit crazy.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like even she can't control her powers because she's got no fucking training. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to learn about those powers. It's just like, you just I had a bad day, and then the fucking bridges collapse or bridges never exist. Bridges never existed. Everybody. How to
eliminate these bridges.
Exactly. That's what they're afraid of. So they're using dubious methods of Professor X being like, just like, oh, she's asleep. I told her to go to sleep. What are you gonna do? And then so the Avengers and the X-Men, they're basically like, listen, we have this character.
We have this issue.
We have this issue. Who, unbeknownst to her, but still is to be blamed, disassembled the Avengers, killed Avengers, and she's a mutant. So that's a bad look. That's not a good look to have a mutant killing all these humans. So like, what are we gonna do about it? And then some of them are like, we gotta try to help her, and the majority of them are like, we gotta try to kill her. So they go to Genosha, and then everything just kind of star wipes.
Yeah.
Brand new day. It follows. I don't think it follows anyone in particular just off the bat. I think you just see like other characters, and they're like, something's not right here. Like I think you see an old man, Steve Rogers. You see Sam Wilson talking to Luke Cage, who's kind of like almost like a kingpin of organized crime. Carol Danvers is flying around, just being like Superman. Scott and Emma are living it up. Dazzler has a talk show. Everybody's living their best life.
Peter Parker is actually having.
Peter
a good
Parker's
life.
got Uncle Ben and Aunt May are both still alive.
And
got
a
a kid
stupid
with
Gwen
Gwen. Yep,
Stacy.
there it is. It's basically just like something's like everybody's getting what they want. That's pretty cool. And then you're also learning that like the mutants are the dominant species right now. So that's cool too. Hey, whatever. I don't care. Except now, you get this like dialogue between Hank McCoy, who is a human, and Hank Pym, so the Hanks, and they're like,
Well, Hank McCoy's still a mutant, right?
well, he's still a mutant. I'm sorry,
He's
he's
in
not.
his
He's not
human
furry.
form.
Yes, he's not
Right,
furry.
right.
And you get this whole thing where Hank Pym is like, oh, you know what? I kind of want to. And he definitely looks like an intern versus Hank McCoy, who's got like the fucking doctor or scientist look. But
Why? Because he's wearing a white coat.
yeah, no, it is. And I mean, you got he's like looks established. Hank Pym's shirt looks a little disheveled. He's got a name tag, so it's like nobody knows who he is. But he looks like he's Hank McCoy's assistant. He's just one. He's like, well, I really want to research the mutant genome. And then Hank McCoy's just like, listen, this. If the dinosaurs knew they were extinct, they'd have to just go with it. So like, you're just gonna have to go with it. Hey, let me get you a coffee. science talk. And then you follow Wolverine. So Wolverine is getting just fucking face blasted with all these memories of the Weapon X program and hunting as a kid. I guess his claws popping for the first time, fighting ninjas with Captain America, fighting the Hulk, Dark Phoenix, some Japanese chick,
Mariko?
Professor X, sure. And
Or
then
does she have the long nails?
I don't know. It's a face. And then the last vision he gets, or memory, is them going to Genosha before everything's star wiped. And so he just remembers everything. And that's kind of like, you see that, like, this world established that everybody gets what they want.
It's bullshit.
Is happy. Yeah. And what did Wolverine always wanted? He wanted to fucking know his goddamn life story.
Which I believe this also gave us Wolverine Origins.
Probably, yeah,
Wolverine
because
Origin.
the way this ends is that Wolverine still remembers everything, which is, hey, great, good for you. He's seeing this vision of, like, a church or something like that, which I don't even think is actually ever established or resolved, but whatever. So Wolverine goes on a basically like a one-man spree of trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Right.
So he tries to go to the X-Mansion. The X-Mansion actually isn't the X-Mansion. It's a fucking mansion. People live there. He tries to call Professor Xavier, but he doesn't know a number. He doesn't know where he is. Nobody can find him. Then he basically gets kidnapped by Cloak and brought into Luke Cage's underworld of being like, listen, like, the mutant, instead of the human-mutant relations in, like, the normal 616, they're really mutant-human relations because the mutants are the dominant species. And this human underground resistance, let's say, are like, listen, something ain't right. Like, they know something's up. And they know now Wolverine is going rogue, like one of the House of M's top dogs. Like, let's, what's going on here? And then you see Hawkeye. Hawkeye's back. Where is he? I don't know. So what's basically going on is that they explain that since Wolverine knows what's up, he's trying to explain it to the heroes that were there. So like Luke Cage, or I think Hawkeye was dead. Who else is in
Misty
this group?
Knight, I think.
I think Moon Knight and Iron
Misty
Fist
Knight,
were in
I
there.
said.
Misty Knight's in here too.
Yeah.
I think Felicia Hardy. A couple other characters that I'm sure more heavy comic book fans know who they are. And then they get attacked by Sentinels, which are kind of like Iron Man style Sentinels, which I think they're there. Yeah, they target humans in this case. I guess if they're not, playing by the rules. So shoes on the other foot, motherfuckers. So they travel someplace else, and they're like, listen, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but we need to figure this out, and I need to find other people. And who's this little girl with you? So this little girl's name is Layla. Yes. Layla is a mutant, and her mutant power is...
She knows things.
She knows things, yes, and she can kind of give those memories to people. Well, this character was definitely just made for, like...
Yeah.
To get Brian Michael Bendis out of this sticky situation.
And then she was in X Factor very heavily, and in the future she ends up marrying multiple men.
Good for
Not
her.
multiple men,
Oh,
multiple
okay, gotcha.
man.
Yes. Okay.
Well, then it would be multiple men, maybe.
It could be. Yeah.
All right,
Oh, she
continue.
definitely knows things.
All right,
If
let's
that's the case.
fucking wrap this
Wow.
shit.
Wait. So the first one they go for, because they can't find Professor X, they go for Emma Frost. They find Emma
Sure.
Frost. Emma Frost.
Need that telepath.
Layla's powers affect Emma, so now Emma knows what the fuck's going on. So
Yup.
now she can use her psychic powers to kind of help push her powers onto other people, very forcefully, if I might add. I mean, she did mind
it's
bang
Emma. It doesn't
Scott,
matter.
and Scott allowed it. So they go to Peter Parker, who's having a grand old time, and then he fucking just hates everything.
I like his House of M spider suit.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
It's
like I said before, like I don't really need to see happy Peter Parker.
I want unhappy, destroyed Peter
like,
Parker.
honestly, like this is more. This arc he has because he is happy and he never has happiness. To have him be like, wow, I had fucking everything. I had
Yeah.
a kid. Gwen was alive. Uncle Ben was alive.
I mean,
everything was fucking great.
you had
Stop.
everything.
Stop it.
I mean, come on, it's Gwen. Who the
Right.
fuck wants
But then, they go find, Kitty Pryde, Doctor Strange, Ms. Marvel, Tony, Matt Murdock, Jennifer Walters. They leave Cap out of it because Captain America's an old-ass man because all he wanted was to live his fucking life. And that's what he got.
Much like that's all Peter Parker wanted.
Yeah. And then they're like, no, you're too young. So then they're deciding that, okay, listen, this world is fucked up. We know Wanda's behind it, and Magneto's in charge, by the way. So Magneto's obviously to be blamed. So they're like, listen, we gotta go fight. I think it's at Genosha, is the island, the House of M, which is just basically the ruling government organization that Magneto and his children are. Was Polaris always Magneto's
That
daughter?
was retconned.
It was,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm not talking about the whole they're not mutants, but because I knew it was always Wanda and Pietro.
Yeah, no. Since this, she's been his
Oh,
daughter.
okay, gotcha. Because obviously magnet powers, whatever.
I don't know. Fucking Wikipedia.
Oh no, I just even like early X.
Uh-huh.
Stuff. Like in the cartoon.
Yeah.
I would have been like, it's just a coincidence.
Yeah.
They have the same powers.
But she has to have green magnetic powers because she has green hair.
Oh, of course, yeah. No, different. And they're getting ready for this big gala. The House of M is.
Yeah.
And then you find out that actually
Yoda.
Professor X is dead, or it says Xavier Memorial Garden. So it's like, oh my God, he's dead. So Professor X is dead in this world because that's all he really wanted to be, just fucking dead.
Well, we've seen how that works out. Age of Apocalypse.
So yeah, right. Oh yeah, Utopia, right? So, a mutant's ruling class. Also, again, interesting.
Xavier dead. Mutants rule the world.
Yeah.
But right now, currently, mutants are doing fairly well.
Well, because he can walk.
For now.
So
Mutants are too happy.
the plan is they have to go get Magneto, stop him. They have to go find Xavier.
Gotta go to the Winchester.
Yep. Have a nice pint and wait for this whole thing to blow over. They have to stop Magneto. They have to find Wanda, and they have to find Professor X.
Uh-huh.
That's the three-pronged plan. And this is pretty cool because it deals with all the other ruling people in the Marvel Universe at the time. So you get T'Challa, you get Doctor Doom, you get
Namor.
Glenn Genisville, Kree guy. You get Aurora Storm. And then you get the big reveal of the House of Magnus. So it's Magneto, Pietro, Lorna? Is that Polaris' name? And Wanda.
Polaris.
And Wanda, who is presumably a human. That was the thing. It was like, well, Wanda's a human. What do you mean Wanda's a human? But she's still, part of the ruling class. Whatever. So all the heroes, they go on the attack. They're trying to find Professor X, but, nobody can find him, so they go to the location. It's a fucking gravestone. But there's no body. Oh, my God. So they're still fighting. Doctor Strange finds Wanda. Wanda's in, a secluded pocket dimension, we'll say, in the House of M with two children. And this is really cool because this is all Wanda ever wanted. She just wanted to be, hanging out with her kids. And even Doctor Strange is not talking to her, not talking down to her or anything. He's just like, Wanda, you look well. And it's like, you look vibrant. What are you, in your astro plane? Yes, how are you? And then the kids are talking, and then Doctor Strange is like, oh, can I play too? It's very, how... No, I don't think it's manipulative. It is. But it's not it's very listen, let's talk about this, let's not jump the gun. Let's just talk hey, your friends are out there fighting. And then they're like, no, nobody should be fighting. So now you see stuff kind of going a little off the rails. And then you get the reveal. So after the vote, quote unquote, between the Avengers and X-Men as far as what to do with Wanda, Quicksilver was there. And he runs to Magneto and says, listen, they're going to kill your daughter. Are you okay with this? And Magneto's like, listen, she's a fucking lieutenant, and, whatever's going to be done. Pietro's not having it. Then he talks to Wanda, and he's the one that puts into her head that, listen, if you just give everybody what they want, they'll stop fucking hunting you. So that's what happened. And that's the big thing. It's it wasn't Magneto doing this. It was fucking Quicksilver. So, also Hawkeye shows up and tries to murk Wanda, but then Wanda unrealities the arrow, and then like de-legifies Hawkeye, which is pretty cool. Like he just gets completely wiped, presumably out of this reality and back into the 616, right? Okay.
Because
That's why I asked,
then
because at the end of Disassembled, you get the Hawkeye costume.
right, yeah.
So I thought I thought this happened like
He's kind of missing for a while until after Captain America is killed, and Tony Stark actually approaches him to become the new Captain America.
Oh.
And Hawkeye's just like, no, after what you did with Civil War, absolutely not,
dickhead.
So, and that's when Bucky becomes.
Gotcha.
That's when
All right.
Bucky picked up the shield.
So now Wanda's losing it. Everybody's going crazy. And then guess what? Magneto now remembers, thanks to Emma Frost and Layla. So Magneto, like, in rage, kills Quicksilver, which causes Wanda to go nuts and then bring him back because she can do that. And then, it's a really interesting arc. And because, she says to Magneto, even when you get what you want, you're still a horrible man. We're not the next step. We're not gods. We're freaks. Look at us, Daddy. We're freaks, mutants. You chose this over us, and you ruined us. Meaning that, like, oh, what did you really want? Oh, you wanted to rule. Like, you didn't want a family like I wanted. You wanted to fucking rule. So then that's when
Magneto rules. Magneto rules. Magneto rules.
I am Magneto, master of magnetism.
Doyle rules.
This is where she utters no more mutants.
Yep.
So what that does, and as you see Doctor Strange casting a little protection spell around some of the heroes around. What this does is it eliminates the House of M reality that everybody just lived in, puts everybody back to where they were.
Oh, that's not the only thing it does.
With the exception of, I think only around 100 active mutant Homo superiors. Right. So you see the X Mansion. A lot of the students are like, something's going wrong. This person fainted. Where's my powers? I don't know what's happening. You see the Cyclops. You see Nightcrawler, Emma. They're looking for Wolverine because they're like, oh, if he doesn't have his fucking healing factor, he's dead.
He's
because
fucked.
He's got adamantium poisoning.
There's one
made up word.
There's one fucking mutant who's just like. She's like, oh, I can fly, and jumps off the top of the mansion.
I think I heard.
And like.
Does that happen in Decimation? Which
I
is
think
the
it's.
next
I
thing?
think it's. Yeah, I think it's Decimation.
But then they show a big picture of Cerebro, and it's like, listen, this is a map of the world with all the mutants on it, and there's like 7.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
what is going on? We are now an endangered species. Yep. Iceman lost his powers,
which I don't think. I think his powers were blocked because. He did have his powers again,
right?
Like after Decimation. I don't know. I gotta look that up.
Oh no, it's comic books.
No, Blob lost his powers and he was disgusting looking.
Spider-Man's very much like, listen, I don't even want to remember House of M because he was one of the people who obviously when he was in House of M, he remembered previous to that, and he has all his House of M memories. Yeah. So he's just like, dude, like I'm in the worst spot. Because I
fucking hate life right now.
And I had a life. Like, what? Like, he's not feeling it. This is where... Oh, I'm sorry. This is where Hawkeye comes back up. I thought this was in Disassembled. My B. Also, Magneto doesn't have his powers, but I think he's Omega level. He'll be fine. He's Magneto. And then I'm guessing they're teasing what I read in AVX, because they talk about... I think Beast said this or some shit. I don't fucking know. But they talk about that, like, with all this energy... that was released when the mutant gene was shut off on so many individuals. Like, where did all that power go to?
Right.
And is this where, like, was this like the beacon for the Phoenix Force? To come back in AVX?
No, in Hope.
Oh.
No, in Hope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, because she was obviously around prior to AVX. Yep. Yes. Yeah. I dug both of these things.
Awesome.
I definitely want to now get like these big tentpole Marvel events starting from Disassembled, and I just want to see how it goes because I think that's how they were written. They're written just for like You know, like, listen, if you know some of the players, you're good. Just read the fucking story.
Yeah, Secret Invasion happened after
Civil War.
Yes.
Okay. Which Civil War would have been the next big one.
Well, Decimation, technically.
Well, yeah, but Decimation is more of an X-Man
Yeah.
book, whereas Civil War is more of a Marvel.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where we were going with these.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really dug that, dude. I knocked these out in 2 days total with them. I just could not stop reading them.
Yeah.
And I know, like you said, Tom, there are more collected editions with the side stories. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I read them. Like I'm perfectly fine with this. I'm going through Shadowland right now, and I'm reading all the side stories and stuff like that, and I'm like, I cannot really fucking be bothered what's going on with Colleen Wing and.
I just want to see
Second
Daredevil
Power Man.
going insane.
I do, yes, but like some of the stuff is pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't need to see fucking Spider-Man team up with evil Shang-Chi against Mr. Negative. You know, it was just like, ugh. But all killer, no filler. Both books, 2 thumbs up
Nice.
for all of them.
Nice.
Oh yeah, good times, right?
Good.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up. And on that note, RudeNation, thank you for joining us for the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus episode 117. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, TuneIn. But
It's on
our home
Spotify.
away from home
Aren't
is.
people taking their stuff off Spotify?
Dude, should we take it off from Spotify? I don't think we get any downloads off Spotify anyway, so it's fine. So it's like we're not even on Spotify.
Yeah, you get one download.
Do you download or do you stream it?
Uh,
He doesn't know.
I don't know. I hit play.
Yeah, stream it.
Okay, cool. Hey, I do something though.
You do something. That's correct.
I Tom help.
Sentry's not in this. He's on the cover.
Who?
Sentry.
Oh yeah, no.
Also advertisement. But our home away from home is the RudeBoyz headquarters at Podbean Network. RudeBoyz.podbean.com.
Flick that marvelous bean.
We are also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search for RudeBoyz469. I'm on. Oh, we got a YouTube page.
We have YouTube.
Yeah, Tommy. bit.ly/RudeBoyzRudeTube, all lowercase. Twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469. If I'm not working on a Wednesday, I will stream Spider-Man. I don't know when it'll happen. You'll find out. Follow our social media accounts, and you'll see when that happens.
Nice.
I want it to happen. I want to play fucking Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man's 60th anniversary.
I keep fucking up with Wednesday.
It's all good. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm at Tesherms, TEH_SHERMS on Instagram and Twitter. Also, ShermMixalot64 on Instagram.
If you want to follow me on social media, which who the fuck does, you can get me at Tommy_Cash. That's Cash with a K 80.
That'll do it, RudeNation. Thank you for joining us on this third weekday recording. Maybe we'll get our shit. Maybe I'll get my shit together and get us. Don't shake your head on that, motherfucker.
It's
It's absolutely
you said
true.
it, not me.
It's absolutely true. Next episode, we don't know. We're gonna wing it, baby.
We're gonna Colleen wing it.
Ugh. Daredevil. Let's talk about Daredevil. I'll finish up Shadowland by then.
All right, cool. I'm down for Daredevil.
Talk about Daredevil.
The
Episode
old-
118.
The old Double D.
The old hornhead.
He's horny.
And he's got a head.
He gets it.
Double D.
Goodbye, nation.
This has been a presentation of the Rude Boys Podcast Network.
Oops.